deal has been struck that will stop the bloodshed in northern Syria. President Trump calls the ceasefire a big success, but some lawmakers, including Connecticut Senator Richard Blumenthal, are saying the United States has failed an important ally. Channel 3's Roger Suzanin is here now to explain why the agreement is so controversial. Roger?
Well, Dennis, President Trump says this deal will lead to lasting peace in Syria, but critics argue the president has failed the Kurdish people. President Trump announced Turkey has agreed to a permanent ceasefire in Syria.
I've therefore instructed the Secretary of the Treasury to lift all sanctions imposed on October 14th in response to Turkey's original offensive.
The U.S. imposed economic sanctions on Turkey after Turkish troops invaded northern Syria to battle the Kurds. The president had pulled back American forces from northern Syria just prior to the incursion.
We were supposed to be there for 30 days. That was almost 10 years ago. Let someone else fight over this long, blood-stained sand.
A small number of U.S. soldiers will remain to protect oil fields. Turkish and Russian troops will patrol a newly established safe zone. Kurdish forces, who helped the U.S. take on ISIS for 5 years, will be pushed back.
How could the United States do something so senseless, so disgraceful, so contrary to our values?
Lawmakers from both parties were critical of the withdrawal. Connecticut Senator Richard Blumenthal says Trump's decision shows an absence of leadership and proves a bipartisan sanctions bill is necessary. Blumenthal writes, "The president's stunning, false declaration of victory is an affront to the Kurdish and American lives lost and the facts on the ground. President Trump's rhetoric is completely untethered to reality, shattering our credibility and our strategic interests." But the Trump administration's special envoy for Syria defended the president.
It is the duty of a commander-in-chief to make such decisions with the support or the consultation of the U.S. Congress and the American people.
Now, some of the U.S. troops that had been in Syria are now in Iraq. They are expected to stay for about a month. Roger Suzanin, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Okay, Roger. Thank you.